Benvenuti in questo nuovo episodio. In grafica è il riepilogo della carriera del nostro giocatore. Vediamo insieme quale posizione di classifica occupa la nostra squadra. Colleghiamoci con lo stadio per la diretta della partita.
Hi everyone, time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And reporting from the sidelines all game long, we've got David Aldridge. And we're about halfway through the season, and what better time to see how the Rookie of the Year race is starting to shape up. A lot of bright stars on this list. You look at Houdini, there hasn't been many times where he's played like a rookie as he's come in and done whatever's asked of him. That's why he's our number 5.
And at number 5 in the rankings, it wouldn't be out of the question for him to make a run at that top spot here in the last half of the season.
I don't know. Those are some talented guys in front of him, but no matter where he finishes, it's already safe to say he's got a good career ahead of him.
Now the starting group for Orlando. A post pairing, Isaac and Carter Jr. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope is out there with Cole Anthony. And it's Banchero in at the 3 slot. And for the Celtics, the small and power forwards, the star pair of Brown and Tatum. Holiday in the backcourt. To his side is White. And it's Porzingis in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. All right, we're in the middle of the season here, Greg. How do you stay engaged at this time of the year?
Honestly, Kevin, it can be hard. The schedule is so daunting, and there's really no time to reset.
Stay on here. I got him.
In for the Celtics. Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Porzingis. Horford comes in for Jason Tatum. Houdini's checked in for Derek White. And it's Pritchard in for Drew Holiday. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Goga Bitadze's checked in for Carter. Mo Wagner comes in for Jonathan Isaac. Harris is checked in for Banchero. And Corey Joseph subbed in for Anthony. We know MP never misses a chance to show up for his team's fans. And this season, he's going the extra mile by committing to winning every home game he plays in. That's a pretty bold objective.
And the jury is still out on whether MP can make that a reality this year. Being a dominant home team takes time and commitment. It's not something you can just say. You have to do it night in and night out.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, last season the Magic extended Coach Jamal Mosley's contract through 2028. He said, it's not about me. I just want each one of these guys to reach their full potential. This game has been good to all of us. I want to be part of maximizing how great they can be on and off the court. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. Pass to Cornett. To the wing on the left. 1:06 left to play in the first. Here's Pritchard. Krills the three-pointer. Pritchard's got 5 points so far.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Here's Houston. Caldwell-Pope outside. Wagner finds Caldwell-Pope. Rebound by the Celtics. Their last encounter was in Orlando, where they were able to handle the Magic.
And the last time these two met, they were able to get a big win because of that bench production. Second unit might be a factor in this one as well.
Yeah, the reserves added another dimension to their offense, and the opposition had no answers on how to slow them down.
And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Magic ball. Substitution on the court.
The Magic trail by 4.
Watch outside.
Isaac outside. Looking for Harris. He gets it there. Houston. Basket is good. The assist from Harris.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Here's Houdini. And that one released in time, but no good. Jaylen Brown has been leading the charge for Boston. We witnessed him delivering a series of three-pointers as he notched 3 total in the quarter. We'll get you back to the action after this break. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far in the scoreboard. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Boston.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
And something else that I liked is how they attack the paint, finding ways to get inside and capitalize time and time again.
On the court for Orlando, Jonathan Isaac is out there with Harris. Then it's Corey Joseph. Then there's Mo Wagner. And it's Houston in at the shooting guard position. Orlando's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. In terms of defense, Greg, the Magic have taken some big steps forward.
Oh, they really have. It was a focus for them last season, and it has paid off. They were the kind of team nobody wants to face, and it led to their first playoff berth since 2020.
Here's Tatum. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Tatum's got his 3rd basket of the night.
The defense must be aware of where Tatum is, especially when he's roaming around that mid-range.
Pass to Wagner. Here's Houston. Good. And Harris gets the assist. Houston's got 6.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Tatum dishes to Horford. Here's Houdini. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. All right, let's hand it over to David Aldridge, who has a report on MP.
Thanks, Kevin. MP talked to me about the importance of today's game. He said we know we need to be in a better position than last season, and it's up to us. We have to win these games at home. No excuses. They are locked in and focused today. Kevin?
Boy, doesn't it sound like a DA? Wow, that's something else. Good stuff. Pass to Pritchard. And here is Horford. Puts up a deep 3. It's hauled in by Harris.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Here's Houston. Out to the right wing. Harris kicks to Isaac. Harris passes to Joseph. 6 on the shot clock. And Houston gets it to go.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
Tatum dishes to Horford. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And that one's good. Houdini.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Here's Wagner. Second shot opportunity, and the layup is good. Wagner's got the lead up to 3 now for the Magic.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Here's Houdini. Rebound by the Magic.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Offensive rebound. And that one's good, Wagner. And it's a 5-point Orlando lead.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Joseph, the pass to Houston. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Houston's got 9 points in the quarter. And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Zinkus, he's checked in for Luke Cornett. Brown comes in for Al Horford. Derek White's checked in for Tatum. And it's Holiday in for Pritchard. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group. Carter, he's checked in for Wagner. Banchero comes in for Isaac. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, he's checked in for Harris. And Anthony subbed in for Corey Joseph. There's 1:59 left in the first half. And here is Anthony. He's got 6, and good that time.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Here's Houdini, covered by Anthony. Brown. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's on Paolo Banchero.
A wing who wants to pound it down low. Brown earns a trip to the line.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Magic.
I've really been impressed with how aggressive they've been inside, looking to capitalize from the paint whenever they can.
And in addition, the three-point shooting has been dialed in tonight. They seem poised for a big game from deep.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Celtics out in front. They lead by a bucket. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow, right here on 2K Sports.
And we welcome you to halftime as the Boston Celtics are getting everything they can handle so far.
Even before the game started, you could feel the energy in this arena, man. They fed off that. Big-time home court advantage here.
Some of the loudest fans in this league. It's like having a sixth man on the floor. New topic. Fellas, we've got a number of strong contenders for this year's three-point contest.
One thing about this contest, it's very hard to win. Everyone's a great shooter. It comes down to who's hot and who's clutch.
And most of these guys have shown they can do both of those things here in the regular season. And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. It's been a clinic out there by Jaylen Brown.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through.
Celtics. And Orlando making a change here. Greg, you've been a part of some great contending teams over the years, but what's it like being on a team at the bottom of the standings with not a lot of hope for the regular season?
Well, Kevin, no one likes losing, but it can certainly take a toll. But it can also allow you to play more freely when you know you're bad and you're not having to deal with the pressure of expectations.
And in the front court, Brown and Tatum. Houdini is out there with Holiday, and it's Porzingis in at the 5 down low. That's the Boston 5. And so it's Harris who will bring it up for the Orlando Magic. Pass to Caldwell Pope, out left to the wing. Harris kicks to Caldwell Pope. Clock at 4. Out of bounds, Boston takes possession. Howard's checked in for Orlando.
Number 13, Jet Howard.
Celtics leading by 3. Tatum passes to Porzingis. Over in the corner, Brown. Porzingis sets the pick for Brown. And again, Boston with the triple.
Look, it can be simple. Read the defense, call the play. Brown can really do it all.
Richard, when you talk about Jaylen Brown, many scouts felt he'd never be a #1 level option offensively. But he's proven some people wrong.
Kevin, many scouts have been wrong many times. The question has been answered. He wasn't a great shooter when he first came into the league, and his ball handling also needed to improve. But now, both of those are strengths in his game.
Tatum on the wing. He's covered by Isaac. Brown, good.
The defense a step slow. You can see the result.
The Magic trail by 7. Harris looking it over. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Back to Harris. Rebound Boston. The 3 from Tatum. Rebound by the Magic. Caldwell Pope's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
His consistency just hasn't been there this quarter in terms of his shooting.
Some nice ball movement by the Magic. Howard wide open. Nailed from three-point land. Howard's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Houdini passes to Tatum. To the middle. Here's Houdini. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Houdini's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
And Jamal Mosley has called timeout. He wants to talk to his guys. Boston making some changes. Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Porzingis. Horford comes in for Jason Tatum. And it's Pritchard in for Drew Holiday. 1:02 left to play in the 3rd. Now Caldwell Pope. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. The Magic again can't hit.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Pass to Houdini.
Magic foul. Houston, first personal foul. Team is in the penalty.
First trip to the line for him here.
Number 70. Line for 2 shots.
The first one falls. And the Celtics making a change here. Tillman's checked in. The Magic making a switch here. All free throws good from Houdini.
And it's a luxury to have a great shooter like him at the line. Very rarely see a miss.
Pass to Bitadze. Harris kicks to Wagner. Now here is Harris. From the arc. Cranes the three-pointer. Harris has got 7 points in the game. Here's Pritchard. He's got 5. Inside. Here's Houdini. Lays it up off the glass. And the Celtics lead by 7.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
And offensively, a great show for the fans through the first 3 quarters. It's been a fun game to watch. Celtics lead by 7. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented as always by State Farm.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard with the pass right on the money.
He'll be proud of that one. Bigs love when their passing skills are noticed.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Celtics leading by 7. Fourth quarter on the floor for the Magic. Howard is out there with Wagner. Then it's Gary Harris, and it's Houston in at point guard. And out of bounds as the Magic will gain possession. Here's Harris. And the call will go against Houdini. That'll be his second foul of the game. The Magic making a switch here.
First team foul. Magic substitution. Number 23, Tristan Da Silva.
Harris passes to Partita. Here's Da Silva. On the wing, Harris. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Magic need to get a shot off here. Partita. Pass to Houston. There's the triple. No good. Dismiss, number 4 in 10 shots. To the paint. Here's Houdini, guarded by Harris. No good on the shot in close from Houdini. In the corner, it's Harris. To the inside. Here's Partita. Good, and Harris gets the assist. Harris has got 3 assists now in this one.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Yeah, it's clear why they go to him in these moments. They know he's going to deliver for him. He's been off. Still, they're up, so not all is lost.
And there's the foul. It's on Peyton Pritchard. That is his first foul of the game. And we've got a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. Drew Holiday is checked in for Pritchard. Howard's checked in for the Magic. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
I was able to listen in on what Jamal Mosley was going over with his team. Well, coach is frustrated with his guys. He let them know that the turnovers have to stop. He begged them to take better care of the ball. We'll see if they heeded the message. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Partita the pass to Houston. Stolen by Tatum. Tatum downhill. And the dunk by Tatum.
So agile on the drive. When Tatum puts it on the deck, and he is a major problem.
Here's Houston. Scores the bucket. He's 7 for 11 and continues to look good.
I love the spirit he's shown tonight, particularly on the offensive end.
He's going to keep putting up shots regardless of the score. That's the kind of player he is.
Howard with it. Now guarded by Tatum. And he drives in. With the shot. And Horford pulls it down.
Really thought he had this one. And the defense, they were giving it to him.
Houdini passes to Hauser. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Tatum's got 4 this quarter.
No second thoughts from Tatum. Just look, he's ready.
Pass to Howard. To the left wing. Wagner with it. Out to the wing. Here's Houston. Off target from three-point range.
One made 3 formed for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
Down low. Here's Houdini. And it's Orlando with the rebound. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. And he's good on the three ball. 6 points for Howard.
A pretty free look from three-point range. The D forgot about him on that possession.
Big three right there, especially at this point in the game.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. He knows every possession is critical now. So a new group on the floor for Orlando. So it's Orlando winning this one. And they had some nervous moments down the stretch, but things finally came together for them in overtime.
Yeah, probably didn't anticipate that this one would be that close down the wire, but give them credit. They were able to regroup in that overtime, and this win has to feel satisfying.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. Alongside Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony and our reporter David Aldridge and the entire 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying so long. We'll see you next time.
Grazie per aver visto il video. Ti ricordo di mettere un like al video e di iscriverti al canale. Vi diamo appuntamento al prossimo episodio.